Okay, here we go. Here's the thing. You can't control a lot of things that are happening. What you can control is what you do in the next 30 to 50 minutes, right? So I'm glad you're here and we're going to get going. So here's the thing. Most of you have leg weights, right? Because you got them from me. And I had the updated versions where you can, with the Velcro, just simply pull them off. So we're going to use our leg weights this morning. So get ready for that. Some of you are hating it. Some of you are like, oh, yay, I love leg weights. Okay, whether you do or you don't, we're going to use them. Because there are certain moves that you can do with leg weights in a specific way that will really facilitate joint issues, especially around your hips and knees. Okay. I think you're going to be able to see me there. Okay. So what am I going to do first? I'm going to get warmed up. And how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to add some weight to my body weight. So here's my vest up and over the head. Some of them you can put on like a backpack. This is the one I chose, and it's worked very well. This is from Ironwear. There's a lot of vests out there now to choose from. Because why? We live in America. And so anytime you have a product that's doing good things, you're going to have competitors. So look for them. Anyway, I just added 20 pounds to me. Do you think that's going to make me warm up quicker? Yes, it is. By simply walking. Okay? Walking back. Now, I am going to add my bar. Okie dokie. I'm going to add my bar. I can use it like a walking stick, or I can just use it in my hands like this. I'm going to walk front to back. I'm going to do specifically pattern walking. What does that mean? I can walk forward, yes. Backward, yes. But now, instead of just going side to side, I'm going to walk across. So instead of ambulating, just cross over. Okay? Just ask yourself, number one, is my rib cage up? And or when I put that foot out here like this and I cross over, am I hunching forward? Am I doing this with my neck? Those are all things that generally we have control of. And it's simply a cueing called rib cage up. The minute you do rib cage up, don't lock your knees. Drop your shoulders. Breath through your nose. You have just helped yourself to 3 of the most important corrections in our ambulation, in our trying to ambulate. Okay? See, I'm going to go sideways and across march. Then I'm going to turn. I'm going to step back and I'm going to keep saying rib cage up, shoulders down. Take a big deep breath. Now I'm going to step forward and together. Then I'm going to step forward and together. So what am I doing? I'm doing a crisscross. See, I'm right here. I'm going to step forward and together. So pretend that in doing this kind of a crosswalk, and this way we're going across diagonally in our pathway, but we can do it 2 or 3 ways. I'm going to start this way now by crossing. See that? And then stepping up and together. Cross. And then step up and together. So we should let Julia lead us in this because many of you well, some of you who have ever danced, notice there's some similarities in like a dancing step. But if I step up, together, cross over, together, step up, and together, you're doing just a series of crossing, okay? It's kind of like you could do square walking, box, create a square box with your stepping, but you're trying to warm up your joints, okay? And if you have a weight vest on, or you picked up your weights, you're gonna add weight to your existing body weight. So now just step side to side, step side to side. Now we're opening up the joints in a different way, okay? We've done this many times. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Just open and close, open and close. Keep your knees soft as you ambulate. Big breath. Now come up. So instead of going forward and back, we're ambulating, we're moving forward, we're moving back, but we're doing it with cross-stepping, cross-stepping. Very important that you stay in a very good back extended postural. The way you want to hold your posture is rib cage up, rib cage up, rib cage up, rib cage up, rib cage up. Put that pole down and then walk again. So one of the biggest mistakes that I constantly see, and that if I don't remind myself, I do it myself, is when somebody puts an assistive device in their hand, a cane, a walking stick, a walking pole. We bend in, we bear down with that hand. Don't do either of those. You use this as an assistive device in seeking balance, okay? You don't depend on it. Now cross over, step up. Cross over, step up, okay? It's just a series of loaded pattern walking, okay? Now I'm gonna take my pole like this, and I'm gonna bring it up to my forehead. I'm gonna step out, I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna keep this at my forehead. Do you know what you did? The minute you went up like this, your shoulders came up and you don't even realize it. So put those shoulders down. Bring that bar right to your forehead. Step out and in. And keep that bar right at your forehead. Step out and in. Step out and in. Don't ambulate, just step out. Take a big breath. Drop your shoulders. Drop your chin. What am I trying to get you to do? I'm trying to get your ears over your shoulders. That's where we want to be. Drop those elbows. You keep wanting to flare them. Don't drop them. Don't flare them. Drop. The elbow should be headed straight down. Okay? Now you've held it here for a minute. Bring the bar up onto the top of your head. Right there. Okay? Big breath. We're going to capitalize on stepping wide, stepping in. And I have my hands up here. Rib cage up, chin tucked. Big breath through the nose. Step, 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 step. Drop your shoulders. Step, 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 step. Now slip the bar. So you've kept your elbows down. Slip the bar behind your head. Okay? Do not take your wrist out of neutral. Keep them in neutral. Now I want you to push your head back against that bar. Okay? And now all I want you to do is bring your heels up. Does not matter whether you have a weighted vest on or not. Your body weight is plenty. Take a big breath through the nose, bring that chin in, and just bring those heels up, just like a little piston. You're gonna work with your knees, your hip, your heel, push the head back, keep your chin tucked. Breath, 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 breath. Now bring that bar up to the head, and I hope this whole time you've been keeping your elbows headed down, okay? Now bring the bar down. You should feel that powerfully in your shoulders. You know what that should tell you? Just how much we're slumping forward as we ambulate around our day, as we're sitting, as we're doing whatever. That type of thing with a Powell, very instructive to you personally, so that you see, you can feel that. Let's do it one more time. But as we're doing it, instead of doing this, see, stepping out and stepping in, and I'm using my body weight, but I'm also got a weight vest on, okay, as I'm going through this whole thing. Yes, your weight is perfectly fine, but if you want to up your readout to your brain with your bones and your muscle, and you have a weight load, it could be in the form of just a simple backpack. But you gotta keep those shoulders down. Don't lock your knees, okay? Now we're gonna do it a little differently. We're gonna step here and we're gonna step back just a little, just a normal step, okay? So I'm gonna step back a little, and I am gonna use leg weights today, by the way. So I hope you have them. And bring it back in and go step, 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 step. Drop your shoulders, drop your chin, pull that ear back. Okay, step back just a little. See, just a little bit. And if you do bend forward, where I want you to bend is through the hip. I don't want you to go like that, okay? So step back in. So this is a normal step. I have my weight vest on. I'm gonna step back just a little wider now, okay? And just kind of bend that knee down and come back up. Switch, step it back. Just bend the knee just a little bit. Don't bring your heel up. Don't bring your heel up. Take a big breath through the nose. If you lean forward, it is a lean from the hip. And I don't want a huge amount of knee over the toe yet. Bring it back. So now we're gonna do our second set of, for lack of a better term, it's a term I use with Kay a lot. I don't know if she's on. I think she is, but I'm not sure. But I tell her, let's hit the rack. Meaning, go up against the wall with your hands and your wrists and your elbows in the same line. So I'm going to step back, and now I'm going to hit the rack. Okay, you ready? So I'm going to bring the bar to my forehead. If you can't remember anything, bring the bar to the forehead first. Take a big deep breath, drop your shoulders, then come up to the top of the head. Hang out there for a little bit. Bend that knee and back. Bend that knee and back. See, I'm not shifting. I'm not bringing my heel up. I'm just dropping the knee down. Just like that. Yes. Okay, now hold it down there. Keep that bar right there. Hold it down there. And then slip the bar to the back of the head. Okay, really keep your chin down. Push back against that bar. Do not bend your wrists. Drop your elbows. Drop your shoulders. Your elbows are pointing right at the ground. Bring that head back. Now pulse with the knee. Pulse it down. Push back with the head. Push back with the head. Bring that knee down. Bring that knee down. Bring that knee down. Big breaths through the nose. Two more, two more, two more. Pull the head back against the bar. Pull it back against the bar. Okay. Bring it up to the head. Bring it to the forehead. And then down and come back. You should be feeling this all in your shoulder. I know I am. Okay. Now I'm just turning around so you see what I'm doing. Okay. Bring your shoulders up because we've really been working on them. Now push them down. Now come forward with the shoulders. Now go back with the shoulders. So when you're working on trying to reset and get into a better postural stance with your head and neck, you got to take breaks. So I'm taking a break right now. I'm going up with my shoulders, and then I'm going forward with my shoulders. My tummy is tight, and I'm really bringing those shoulders forward. Should feel pretty good after doing what we just did. Now push your shoulders down and come back, just gently, okay? So here I am. I'm gonna step back, not too far, but a little more than like a normal step. So this would be a normal step. So I'm gonna go a little further. So how do you know how much further? You gotta keep your heels down. So when you bend your knee now, and you're going down with the knee, okay? This one will follow. Drop your shoulders, big breath through your nose. Okay, push the knee down. See, I'm pushing the knee down, but my heel isn't coming up. So I can go down and back up. See that? So this is the beginning part of what's called a calf pump. It's a modified version because I'm trying to wake not only, your back and all that up, I'm trying to wake your ankles up and your feet. And this is a great way to do it. But people, a lot of times we just see these things being presented. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. No, do some things before that, okay? This is a great one to do. Not only for your feet, not only for your balance, but starting to get the message to your very powerful leg muscles that in fact you're gonna use them, okay? So now, say rib cage up, drop that chin, keep your teeth together, drop the chin, take a breath through the nose, go to the forehead with the powell. When you are at your forehead, look at your wrists, look at your elbows. They should not be bent. They should be in neutral here, and your elbows are pointing down. Okay, drop your shoulders. Now go to the top of the head. Drop that knee. See, I'm keeping my heels grounded. Okay, drop your shoulders. Breath, breath through the nose. Now slip it back behind that head. Okay, now push back. Push back with the back of your head. Keep your chin down. Big breath. Yes. Really push that chin down. Push that chin down. Push that chin down. You're doing little pulses with that knee. Breath. Push back with the back of the head. Breath. Drop your shoulders and bring it back up and bring it back around and step back in. I know it. Who would have thought that you were going to have a wake up call for your posture right now? So now bring this bar right here again. And now bend those elbows, okay? Bend them. Yeah, just like that. Now bring them right out here in front of you. Still body weight or a weighted vest. And shift. Don't do this move quick. Do not do this move quick. What am I going to do? If I had just said, bring your knee to the bar, you would have done that and then end up doing this because you'd have got off balance. So staying on balance starts here first. So you got to think, what's my next move? Okay. See, I'm right here at my hip with my elbow. I'm going to shift. I'm going to say rib cage up. Soften my knee. Don't lock it. Okay. I'm going to bring my knee up. So what if I don't hit that bar? The point is you are practicing what it takes to stay on balance in a one-legged stance. And if I don't hit the bar, it's no big deal. And if it bugs you that the bar is up here and you just can't reach it, make the bar just a little lower, just for a minute. Shift. Think about it. Tight tummy, drop your shoulders, breath. Bring that knee up as far as you feel you can. Okay? And hang out here for just a little bit. Then when you start feeling yourself fading, sinking, put that foot down. It's okay. Okay, drop my shoulders, breath, and now shift into the other leg. Got it? Soften your knee. See, I'm right here. You can go ahead and lower the bar if you want to. That's okay. Bring it up as far as you can. So what's my goal here? So if I had a magic wand on this particular exercise, forget having a weighted vest on, just your body weight. I would love for you to test yourself about 3 times a week on this very move. The shifting, softening of the knees, rib cage up, tight tummy, bring the knee up as far as you can go with it, as far as you can go with it. So my goal is to get where I can unassisted bring my knee up so that it's right at the hip. That's the goal in this move. So now you got your homework, right? Always do this where you can put your hand on a counter, a bedpost, a door, a bar. You can do it with a bar. But I want you to get to where you can do this unassisted. Okay, so now we're going to go to the other side. So shift. And here again, you may think I'm being a real stickler, and I am being a stickler on this. I hate people. I don't mean I hate people. I hate it when people don't get the benefit of the exercise that they're taking time to do. Oh, line yourself up. I don't care if you can't do the move very well, or line yourself up, get assistance, and get to where you have a chance to really stress those balance muscles. Don't get discouraged. Keep the knee bent. Make those little tiny changes so that you see, I've got it right here. I got it right here. And the goal, again, is to do this whole sequence, and you're holding it for at least 3 seconds, up to 10. You want to shift. You want to say shoulder down, rib cage up. I'm in a soft knee. I'm on all 4 corners. And now I'm going to just tap the toe for my kickstand. I'm going to bring it up as far as I feel I can. And as I bring it up, I want to stay on balance. And I want to try to bring it up so that my knee is at the same height as my hip joint. That's my goal here. And then you want to hang out there. You want to hang out there. Then put it down. Take a big deep breath. Exhale, inhale. Try to do it through your nose. This is the work that is one of the most valuable moves for anybody working on balance. But don't kid yourself, okay? Okay, I'm going to put when I say don't kid yourself, I mean use good form. That's what I mean. Okay, I'm going to take this off because I've warmed up. I'm going to do some leg weight work. And yeah, if I was by myself, I'd probably put on those leg weights and keep at it. However, many of you I know don't have a backpack, don't have a weight vest. And so my movements, by virtue of that, are always going to be a little different. So I want to accommodate what you're doing. So here is, I hope you noticed what I just did. See, my bar was on the ground. What would you do? Most people would come over here and go like this, and then they'd round their back. You don't want to ever do that. Step forward, or don't. Bend your knees. Push the butt back. Grab that and come back up with your quads. Everything we're doing right now is to benefit the quads. And I put that back down for a reason. Anyway, here I am with a 2-inch up. But before I put on my leg weights, what I want you to do is do fast feet. Okay? Many of us have joints replaced. We have knees that are recovering from operations. We're looking at hip operations, the whole 9 yards. You know what we don't do? We quit moving our feet very fast, with good reason, because we're afraid of falling. So you see what I'm doing right now? I'm hip hinging forward and back. That's what I'm doing. I'm not rounding my back and I'm not rounding my back. I'm keeping my back very extended, and I'm going out and going in. I'm going back with the hip hinge and forward with the hip hinge. I'm going heel, heel, toe, toe. Heel, heel, toe, toe. Now when you come to the toe, you have shoes on today, probably. You don't have to. But go into where it bends, specifically it bends that greater toe, okay, the big toe. Right there like that. Yeah. And then go heel, heel. Now, when you take the heels out, you gotta be extended on your back. Number one. Then open until you feel this kick, until you feel it contract. Drop your shoulders, toe, toe. And why am I saying heel, heel, toe, toe? Because I don't want you to move them together. You know why? Because I'm not there right with you, making sure that your movement patterns are in good postural. And if you're off a little bit, if you just go and ram both of those back, it's too much of a strain if you're not in good mechanical positioning. See, toe, toe, heel, heel. That's very doable. Now stay with me, okay? Stay with me. I'm gonna take my hands. I'm gonna go like this to my shoulders. I'm gonna go heel, heel. Toe, toe. And then heel, heel. See that? I'm gonna stay back as much as I can to limit my forward and backward going. It'll go a little bit, but I want you to really ramp it up now. We've warmed up. We've done some pattern walking. We've done body weight loading, one-legged standing. Our joints are getting the message that, hey, we better get warmed up here. She's gonna do something, okay? And here we go. Tight tummy, drop my shoulders, thumb to the shoulders, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe. Yeah, you see that? We're gonna go a little quicker. Yeah, take a big breath. This is so, I tell you, this brings back lots of memories. When I first came to Michigan, and I was starting out as subbing for one of the local public schools, but I worked in their community ed, and I did all the senior programming for fitness, and we were in chairs at one of the senior centers. Yeah, doing things like this. Now go way out. You should have been getting tired. I did classes at a local nursing facility, nursing home, and I would have them all in a circle. And I had like 20 or so people all in that circle. And we were working at our target rate by chair work. And now I'm come full circle from jumping rope and doing all that with some of you. And now I'm trying to show you that, no, we're not dead yet. And you've got to give the message, that message, to your heart, your lungs, your muscles. And so one of the best ways to safely do it is by doing sit down, fast footwork. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Thumbs right here. Open back, drop your shoulders, breath. And we'll go heel, heel. And don't start out super fast. Go one and then the other now. Instead of doing the way we were doing, just go heel, toe, back and forth. And don't start out super fast. Build up to it. So here we go. Here we go. Big breath. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. So you're making your whole core, your whole stomach really pay attention. So you're going toe, 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 heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. Breath, 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 and breath. Open and come forward. Yay! I know, I just snuck this in here. Yeah, I knew I was going to do it, but I didn't want to tell you. So let this be one of your 2-minute challenges. Maybe I should say 1 minute challenges. Okay, come back. We're gonna do one more set. That'll be 3 for us sitting down here. So keep yourself to the front. I'm letting you have 2 inches up because I want to move your feet quickly. So that 2-inch elevation is a very good thing. Open the hip back a little until you feel this start to contract. Drop those shoulders, chin tucked. I'm going in and out, just perpetual in and out, in and out. See that with the arms? Yeah, take a break anytime you need to. But now we're gonna do the same kind of a thing because it's like walking. It's like walking, I know. Oh, who'd have thought? Okay, here we go. One heel out here, a toe here, and then just exchange. See that? But when you go to exchange, here's the rub right here. Some of you think you have to lift up. And you know what you do? You think you have to go up with your feet. You don't. When you go up with your feet, you're going to wrench your back. Okay? So don't do that. Stay grounded into the chair with your butt. Here we go. Exchange. Toe heel. Toe heel. Got it? Keep your chin tucked. Breath. Back is extended. And then just go a little quicker. Take a big breath. 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 Yeah, breathe in through the nose. Keep the thumb going right there to the shoulders. Breath, tight tummy. Breath. 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 Just a couple more, just a couple more. Take a big breath. And bring it in. And come forward and turn and look over your shoulder. Hold it there for a minute. Drop your shoulders and turn. Push against the leg with your forearm. Okay? Look over your shoulder. Breath. 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 Come to center. Take a big breath. Exhale as you come down. And you're reaching down as far as you can, and you want to keep your legs open. Push against the knee with your elbows. Do not round your back here. You gotta keep that back extended. Take a big deep breath and bring one arm up, then the other arm up, tight tummy, and come back. Yay. Okay, stand up, turn around. Here's the little pad on your chair. We're gonna step back and forth, and we're gonna do a modified runner's lunge right here. And we're gonna just pivot and go forward and back from the heel into the toes. And you're gonna come down as far as you can. Okay, now stay with me, we're not going fast. The shoulders have to be dropped. I have to be breathing with my nose. I am pivoting in my foot, coming into the toe box. I want to come down as far as I feel I can. If I can get to the ground, great. Now what am I going to do? I don't want to jerk my back to get up. And if I feel like that I need to put my hand on something else, get your bar or put your hand here on the floor, but don't round your back. Come right here, press into the front foot, and just get up from the knee down position and go into the heel down position. You got it? Yay. All right, are you ready? Dropping those shoulders again. I'm going to step back. I'm going to come back in with my knee to the front of the chair. I'm going to drop my shoulders. I want to feel a good stretch coming up through the calf. And what am I going to do? I'm going to get positioned so it feels comfortable or feels right. I don't mean comfortable. I mean it feels right. Because you're going to bend that knee. So just bend that knee, go down as far as you can and do it a couple times. You don't have to go all the way to the knee at first. Just do a few little dry runs. You're trying to get your muscles to all work in sync. And you're trying to stay in line so that you can push where you need to push and pull where you need to pull. So see, I haven't gone to the floor yet. I'm telling you, if you could remember nothing else past the pattern walking to get warmed up, and then you get in a modified runner stretch position like this, and then do some dry runs, okay? Check out and see how those joints, many of you have replaced joints. See how they're working, okay? See how the muscles around them are working. How's your foot and ankle working? Okay, now I'm gonna go a little further. And I might make it to the floor. And if you make it to the floor, great. Then you're gonna tighten your tummy and you're gonna push hard into your front leg and you're gonna push up. So, I gave you a parameter just a while ago with your knee lift. And now here's my next parameter, is to, meaning a test for you, to see how you're moving, okay? So I can tell you that coming up on this side is so much easier for me than coming up on my hip replace side. If you cannot go to the floor, don't worry about it. And just understand it changes how you move. Use your hand down position or here position. See which side is easier for you. I'm pushing hard into my toe here, but I'm pushing really hard into the front leg. And I'm gonna take a breath and I'm gonna come up from that knee down position, okay? That is a very important maneuver that we just went over. Now bring that leg back in, because you wanna come up from the knee down position with minimal help. In fact, I would love to move you to where you can get up with no help, even from the chair. You can just come up and we'll go to that. However, right now, we're gonna keep the little pad on our chair and we're gonna get our little leg weights going. So I'm gonna do some specific moves with leg weights and then with upper body weight, free weight. So here I am. And the first hurdle is getting the dadgum thing on, okay? So some of you might have a real hard time to get this thing down here, okay? If that's the case, then you've got to position yourself so that you can put your foot up on a couch or a stool or something like that, okay? So do whatever you need to so that you don't hurt your back when you are trying to get your leg weight on. So if you can't go all the way down without rounding your back, you're who I'm talking to. You've got to put your foot on a stool or another chair or something like that, okay? So once you have those weights on your legs, you're good to go, okay? So now I'm gonna just sit right here and I'm gonna lean back. If you want to go further back and put your shoulders on the chair, that's fine, okay? So here I can be on my heels, I can be on my toes, correct? Heels, toes, see? I'm not touching here. I can go to my shoulders into the back of the chair, but this is tight. Rib cage is up, got it? Then I'm going to just go like this. See that? That's all I'm gonna do. So this is my knee replace side, this is my hip replace side. So if this feels more supportive to you, good, do that. If you feel better stepping out here, not using your shoulders on a chair at all, good. But this has to really be working, okay? So tighten, just brace. Don't hold your breath. Open at the hip and just come up and then go back down to a full foot. See, I'm not doing a toe down, heel down. What I'm trying to do is to get you to identify, are you able to do a lift with a leg weight with all of this? Here we go. Open back, tighten, drop shoulders, breathe. Bring that leg up and do a tiny little kick. See that? See that little tiny kick? See, I got the knee up. And now I'm floating forward and back. Just forward and back, forward and back, okay? And I can keep it fixed. See, I can keep it open just a little bit and then do just a lift from the hip. So before I was doing the knee, the muscles around the knee, and now I'm lifting the whole leg from the hip. It's gonna get tired. This is my hip replacement, and I'm telling you, I'm feeling this in there, right around the joints, okay? Just take a break, drop your shoulders, open at the hip, tighten, bring the leg up, do a little tiny kick out, a little tiny kick out 4 times, little kick out, I don't mean kick, lift, and now lower the leg and lift the leg from the hip. Don't open and close at the knee. See that? So up, drop, breath, up, drop, breath, up, drop, breath, up, drop, breath, 2 more, up, drop, and up, drop. Come in, drop my chin, take a big deep breath. Okay, how you doing? Now I'm gonna go back and do the other leg, all right? So these are specifics to muscles around hip and knee. And the weight is at the end of our leg, at our ankle. So that's the end of that lever, okay? So when it's at the end of the lever, the pressure is gonna be all up and through here. So drop your shoulders, open back, tight tummy, and just kind of play with it a little bit, see? Just bring it up and just drop the knee a little bit. See, just a little bit. So you're using these as stability, you're using these, but now we're doing a little flick. See that little press from the knee? So this is really a good one, okay? Make sure you don't have pain in the knee with this. You have pain in the knee, like an acute pain. Don't do it. Okay, now I'm gonna go up and back with the hip. Up and back down. Take a breath. Back down, take a breath. So breath right now. Exhale. Breath right now. Exhale. Breath. Exhale. So the whole leg is coming up. See that? With a little bend, the whole leg is coming up. Just 2 more, just 2 more. Breath. 1 more, 1 more. And come back in. Bring your elbows down, drop your shoulders, drop your chin. Yes. While you're down here, keep one elbow on one knee. Take a breath. Exhale and open back against that chair and look over your shoulder. Look over your shoulder right there. Big breath. And then come back in. Come back in. Okay? So when you're in this position, make sure your back's extended. Drop your shoulders. Now, can you bring your shoulders up? Absolutely. This is a good time to do it. Bring your shoulders to your ears and really push the top part of your shoulder blades back, like rounded it. Open them. Now close them by putting those shoulders down. Take a big breath. Tight tummy. Take the other arm, open it, and put it way back over that chair. As you keep your elbow on the other leg and just open, 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 open. Big breath, big breath, big breath, and bring it back in. Nice rotations, nice rotations. Okay, here we are with the leg weights on. What in the world are we gonna do with those? Okay, do you remember how we did heels, toes, heel, toe? Remember that? So we're not going to go fast or anything like that. I just want you to move them back and forth, okay? Then take the leg, go out and go in, and go out and go in. Again, leg is weighted. So the out and in is definitely a hinge. We started this class with doing hinging. Now we're going to stand up and do hinging. So hip hinge up and standing. And the best way always to do this type of a thing is you can go against a wall. That would be fine. Or you can stand right here at your chair. Okay. And I got my leg weights on, right? No big deal. I'm going to soften the knees. So they just softened them. I didn't really bend them. Drop my shoulders, tighten, brace, and lead with the heel and the ankle and bring it back in. So it's a lead and it's a bring it back in. So I'm going to go up here and hold 1, 2, and come back in. Check to see if you locked your other leg. Typically, that is what happens with us. We lock the other leg because we're wanting to stay real stable, and so we lock our leg out. Don't do that. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to go open. I'm pressing down. Open. I'm going to say rib cage up. Turn your toe almost so that it's coming into the midline. So it's a breath. Keep your supporting leg unlocked. Breath. The heel and the ankle are leading. And don't do this real quick. Take it up here and say 1001, 1002. Come back in. Right there. 1001, 1002. Yes. 1001, 1002. Back in. 1001, 1002. Back in. Take a breath. Keep this knee soft. You're going to feel it tremendously up in through your gluteal, your groin, your quads and hamstrings. Keep that knee unlocked. Hold it. 1, 2. Let's do 2 more. Hold it. 1, 2. Breath. 1, 2, and bring it back in. This hip that you just were, the stability hip, should be talking French to you. It should get your attention. Okay, now I'm going to move the other leg. So this leg is going to be my stability leg. This is my hip replace side. Okay, this is my knee replace side. So soften up the knee, rib cage up, drop my shoulders, press down. Don't grab on the chair. Press down. Okay, rib cage up. As you take your leg out, it does not matter how high it goes. You want to take it out, but you want to keep that. You want to keep that toe headed in. The toe headed in, the toe headed in. Keep my tummy super tight. Bring it back in. Bring it out. Bring it back in. Take a breath. Bring it out. Bring it back in. Take a breath. Out and bring it back in. Here we go. Take a breath. Keep the knee soft. Breath. Keep the knee soft. Hang it out there for just 1, 2. Keep that toe headed into the midline. Breath. Don't do it quick. Hold it out there. 1, 2. Breath. Hold it there. 1, 2. Hold it there. 1, 2. One more. Ooh. And come back down. Okay. Now we're going to bring that knee back. So I'm going to start where the knee is behind the stable knee. Got it? So I'm right there. Then I'm going to take and tighten my gluteal, and I'm going to bring the knee up just a little bit. I'm going to take my whole leg up and pull it in just a little bit. Not much. Okay, careful with this one. This one will catch you quickly if you do too drastic or too big of a move. So I'm trying to activate your hamstring gluteal. Okay? So I've got my toe back here. Drop my shoulders. Take a breath. Tuck in my chin. I'm going to lift the whole leg with a little bend up as far as I can. And then I'm going to bring that heel in. Bring it out and drop. So I'm going to come up with the whole leg. Pull and come back down and come back down. And you should be feeling this back here. So squeeze the gluteal, drop your shoulders, breath, whole leg comes up, then we pull in. Whole leg comes up and we pull in. Yes, take a breath. Woo! Go back down, take a breath. Here we go. Pull and come back in. These should be a little challenging. Now, let me give you something to think about. I got a set, and I think it's 5, might be 8 pounds, 5 to 8 pounds. Anyway, what if we doubled them up on one leg? See where I'm going with this? I know. Okay, are you ready? Soften the knees, rib cage up. Take the other leg back so that the knee is behind this knee. That's the point. Now you're going to go ahead and drop your shoulders, take a breath, and you're going to lift the whole leg back, squeezing the gluteal, and then you're going to pull that heel in. Okay? Don't do it quick. It's going to grab you. Don't do it quick. Just do it a little bit. Here we go. Drop and lift, pull. Not fast, not hard. If you feel it getting, oh, I feel like I'm going to do a cramp. Put the heel down and just press forward. See that? Just release it. Okay, bend the knee. Here we go. Drop your shoulders. You're going to take the whole leg. Now squeeze the gluteal. And then we're going to pull that heel in and bring it down. And again, here we go. Lift. Pull the heel in gently. Don't do it quick. We're going to do about 3 more. Drop your shoulders. Lift, squeeze the gluteal. Pull. And back down. And lift. Squeeze that heel in. Okay, 1 more. Here we go. Bring it off the ground, then pull. And bring it back down. If you feel it starting to get, ooh, cramping, now I can tell you, just from this move, I can tell you I'm so much weaker on my hamstring, on my knee replace side. I know. Okay. Here we are, leg weights. I'm going to step out and step in. Okay. I'm going to really lower my center of gravity. Hip, hip. See? Hip, hip hinge. Then I'm going to step out. And you may think, why is she doing that? Because there are so many times I've seen people lose their balance in these types of little motions to go down and tie your shoe, for instance. You know, all the muscles have to be strong enough to pull you back into a balanced position. That's why proper postural set, then hip hinge, okay, chin tucked, breathe, shift. Remember we did all this before? And you come out and you come in. And you come out and you come in. So when I step out now in this position with my hip replace side, let me tell you, I can see a huge change between this one and this one. I'm much more stable on this one. Okay? Hip. When I go into here, I have to be careful because I overlean. So I'm going to put my hand on my chair and I want to use the right muscles. Okay? Keep your foot pretty much in dorsiflexion. That means don't point your toe. Okay? Tight tummy, drop your shoulders. Here we go. Step it out, step it in. Step it out, step it in. So just doing this, where you are demanding your leg muscles, your hip muscles, your core muscles, to all ramp up their activity because you've got a weight on your ankle. So it's these little steps that we make all these different things compensate. If we're too weak, we'll throw our back to stay on balance to get this out here. See, I don't want you to do that. And I hope some of you are figuring out by doing this what you're doing, because those little things make us more weak, especially when we've had joints replaced and we're doing little insequential moves like this, but then we go and put a weight there. Okay, one more time. Step and step. Okay, now bring that chair around. We're almost coming in. Time flies when you're having fun, y'all. Okay, I got a weighted leg still. So now I want to get some upper body going. So I can either go fist, or I can put the heel of my hand right there. I'm going to step out. And I'm going to bend my knees first. I'm going to bring those elbows in. We did this the other day. Take a breath. Bend those elbows to your solar plexus. Keep your chin tucked. Drop your shoulders. Breath. Drop your shoulders. When you come down into the drop, you want your shoulders to be down. And your elbows are bending into your tummy. Okay, into your rib cage. Breath. Okay, we've been doing this with a rest. Okay, now we're going to take the rest out. We're going to hold it right here and go right here and go right here. Keep your shoulders down. Breath, 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 breath. Step in, step in, step in. Bend those knees, come down. Release the weights. Okay, grab those ankles. Come down with your butt. Come down with your butt, down with your butt, down with your butt. Then come up. Put your elbows down and straighten those legs. Straighten those legs, straighten those legs. Bring the chest right into the legs. Try to put your head right on that chair. Push your legs back. Bring one toe up at a time. Not round your back. Pull your toes up. Pull them up. Yeah. Now bend the knees and push up. With your knees bent, stand up like coming out of a fold. Okay. Some new ways to think about leg weights. Don't be walking around the house in them. That's a news flash. If you see somebody do it, tell them to call me. Hurt me more than you, Tim. Woo. Oh dear. Here we go. Record. Okay.